Welcome back to episode 10 on Doing It with Briggs. Today we're talking about something that's not terribly sexy, the community guidelines. Yes, yesterday we talked about how to get monetized and how to make money on YouTube. Well, I'm going to teach you about the community guidelines and things you shouldn't do so you continue to make money and they don't boot you off of YouTube. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. So, the community guidelines is a very important thing for a YouTube creator. First of all, it is the rules to YouTube. And anytime you're going to get involved in something, a contract, whatever, contracts kind of like rules, make sure you read the rules, okay? Make sure you understand the rules so you're going in knowing what you're doing right off the bat. On your channel page, you just go down to help, you'll find it there. Type in community guidelines, takes you right there, and it'll explain everything about how you're not supposed to threaten people, you're not supposed to steal people's videos, you're not supposed to, click your own ads. You're not supposed to buy ads. You're not supposed to do not ads, views. You're not supposed to buy views. They've got a laundry list of things you shouldn't do. If you follow those rules, you will never be in trouble. Let's talk about some of those rules, okay? The first thing is a lot of people, when they're first starting off, they find these things on Fiverr. Fiverr is a website where you can get all kinds of things done. It's usually people in other countries that are graphic designers, videographers, whatever, editors. Well, there's also people on there that you could buy views from. They work for a click farm, as they call them. And these people have they have 100 people working in a room. And each one of these people has like 20 tablets. And they just spend all day watching your videos and you get the views. And it seems really cool that you're going to get these views. There's a problem with that. One of them, they're not legit views. A lot of your views will come from the same device, same IP address, something like that, and YouTube's algorithm will pick it up. So you pay for these clicks, and one of the other things they do is they sell you subscribers. These are subscribers that you don't want. And trust me on this. We're all trying to get to that 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, and you just buy them. Sounds easy. Well, YouTube will know about this. And when you go to get monetized, they'll see that you bought over half of your subscribers or 10% of your subscribers, and they will say, no, you're not getting monetized because you're breaking the community guidelines. They're very clear on that. Now, back in the old days, you might have been able to get away with it, maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. These days, you're not getting away with it, okay? If you buy subs or views, the algorithm will pick it up and you will not make a dime on YouTube. I know one guy that was doing something similar, but he was clicking his own ads boop, 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 when he had a blog back in the day. They finally told him, look, you've committed fraud. Because if you think about it, they're paying for you to make something other viewers see and other people see an ad. Now, they're trying to sell something. Well, if you're just clicking it, you're not a real subscriber. You're not a real person. You're the creator. You're stacking the deck. You're cooking the books. That's fraud. They will boot you out of YouTube forever, and you will never be able to have a monetized anything with Google. That's how it is. I mean, in a really, really strange world, they could sue you. They wouldn't, but that is a possibility. I mean, chances of that happening are about as easy as, getting hit by lightning, unless you're doing some kind of dramatic, over the top scam with them. Okay. So keep that in mind. Don't buy clicks, don't buy views, don't buy subscribers. That's all there is to it. That's the first thing. The second thing you got to worry about is copyright strikes. This one is a deep legal situation that I can explain the basics of it, but I'm going to leave a link for a lawyer that has a channel on here that will probably explain it better. Okay. So that'll be down there's a couple of them. I'll put them all three down there, probably 20, but I know of three. So I'll put those down in the comment section or in the description area so you could go watch those videos. Best to look at an expert telling you about this. Okay. But copyright strikes come when you've used somebody else's intellectual property, whether it's their video they created, their music. In my case, I get a lot of people that take my voice or my script, which I copyright all of them, and they just run it through an AI program. And basically you have someone saying my video word for word. They might change the videos a little bit, but they're telling my jokes. They're telling everything I said, even stories I tell, personal stories. And they think that's okay because they ran it through an AI voice. It is not. I copyright my stuff. If you've got a copywritten joke, which I used to be a stand-up comedian, I copyright all my jokes. I have a copyright attorney. If you're telling my jokes or you're telling my stories, you will get a strike because that's just like stealing someone's music. Music is a really tough one. I would definitely stay away from using music you're not allowed to use because they will give you a strike or they will just claim your video. So let's say you have a viral video, it's getting millions of views, and you happen to use an Eminem song. His record label will claim that video. So you got 10 million views. Every single dime goes to Eminem's record label. It's just an example. Probably should use someone more modern like Taylor Swift, but you get what I'm saying. So if you use someone else's video, which has become very common these days with AI, basically they might change a couple things. They're just taking your video and uploading it. One guy I had a problem with, he was hiring someone to make videos for him. Well, that someone, which he got on Fiverr, basically took my script, ran it through AI, and made him a video. And I put the claim on it, right? And he tried to come back and say, "Your problem isn't with me. I got it from Chat GPT." No, no, no. You're the one that uploaded it. He thought he was covered with that. So he started arguing with him after I just asked him to take it down. I gave him a strike. He got a strike for it because he basically copied my script word for word, including my jokes, including my stories, and put it up as his own video. Sure, he changed some of the videos trying to mask it, but it was obvious. And then, after it being all cavalier and, oh, you got nothing on me, your problem is ChatGPT, he was begging me to release the strike. So I started looking at his channel. He'd done that about 20 times to me. And he explained that he hired this company to make videos for him. He's doing this YouTube automation, which we're going to talk about in a future video. And they did it, not him. So I should deal with them. No, it's you. You've got 10 of my videos up here. Your channel's going down. And that's what I told him. We finally, I don't want to ruin someone's, career or anything like that. That's not my thing. I just don't want you to steal my stuff and start making money off it. So he eventually took down my 10 videos. So that was fine. Now it's a murky situation because there's a lot of channels out there that will react to my channel. But in the world of fair use, which is this legal precedent here in the United States, in Canada, it's called fair dealing. That means you could use a portion of someone's video or whatever intellectual property. And if you're adding to it, or something like, let's say you're talking about a documentary about the crime in Los Angeles and you use clips from the news. Technically, if you're using different clips and you're transforming their video into something else and not just wholesaling, ripping it off, that's covered under fair use. If you're just doing it for educational purposes, you can, and that does fall under fair use. I'm not totally sure. Definitely watch those 3 videos I'm going to post down there in the description area and get the, all the information you need on it. So just make sure you use your own stuff. And if you don't use your own video or anything like that, just ask permission. Graham Stephan is a huge YouTuber. I was talking about something that he had, it was the same subject he'd talked about, but I was going at it from a different angle. And I just reached out to him and I said, "Hey, I'm making this video about this. Can I just use a clip where you say this, like 15 seconds? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for asking. But definitely ask. And then you're for the most part covered. Now, that being said, keep in mind, we're in the United States and anyone could sue you for anything they want. Doesn't matter. If it's 100% fair use, you could still get drug into court. YouTube has nothing to do with that. Google does not have anything to do with that. That's between you and that person. Okay? If someone claims your video and you dispute it, YouTube takes you at your word. It's disputed because of this. So now they can sue you, and YouTube has to turn over all your information, like where you're from and all this stuff, if they want to sue you. Usually, I think they got to get a lawyer to ask for that, but they get the basics, what your real name is and what state you're in, things like that. Again, watch the attorneys talk about it. The whole reason for this video was to tell you, read the community guidelines. Don't get yourself in trouble. Be happy. Don't get that stress you have from getting a copyright strike, and just enjoy YouTube and make money off it. All right, guys, that's today's video. I think I'm going to make another one right now. This is the end of this one.